How is everybody doing? Hope you're all well. This is a look at Rea, the vinyl LPs from 1978 up to 1991. I've always been a fan. He's a pretty good songwriter. I think he's a bit underrated. I don't think he ever really made it in the States, but certainly across Europe, very popular in England and Ireland. He is of Irish, Italian and English descent, and I think he's from Middlesbrough and loyal to Fender guitars, so that's good in my books. So let's check out the vinyl. So it all kicks off in 1978, and this is the debut LP by Rea, and it's called Whatever Happened to Benny Santini. I think the record company or the management wanted him to change his name to Benny Santini, and he didn't. He stuck to Rea, and this is the first album. There's no inner sleeve. It's the Magnet record label. This one's falling to pieces. Okay, Whatever Happened to Benny Santini, The Closer You Get, Because of You, Dancing with Charlie, Bulls and Bangles. It's kind of, you know, middle of the road, AOR. Fool If You Think It's Over, that's a great track. I'm sure Elkie Brooks covered that. Three Angels, Just One of Those Days, Standing in Your Doorway. Fires of Spring, that's another good one. He wrote all the lyrics and the music. And this one was produced by Gus Dudgeon, famous for his work with Elton John in the 70s. Yeah, it's not a bad album. It's not pretty memorable by his other albums, but still kind of pretty cool. You know, you get a lot of the twin guitars and the stereo vocals, but not a bad album, really. His second album is called Deltax, and that was released in 1979. There's Chris walking on the beach. This album is a little bit more mature. Twisted Wheel, that's a club I think up north, wasn't it? Northern Soul, The Things Lovers Should Do, Dance, Don't Think, Raincoat and the Rose, that's a great track. I really like that one. It's almost like a Neil Diamond track. It's just got piano and strings. Cenotaph, Letter from Amsterdam, Deltax, Diamonds, She Gave It Away, Don't Want Your Best Friend, No Qualifications, Seabird. Again, you know, wouldn't be one of my favourites. Again, produced by Gus Dudgeon. Magnet. That's the inner. And there he is playing an accordion and stuff like that. And this one is on blue vinyl. I actually forgot I had this on blue vinyl. Can't remember where I got it. But yeah, I had a lot of the CDs and stuff. I think I got rid of them all. The vinyl sounds better than the CDs. But I think they're remastering them. I think they're remastering them now again. Album number 3 is from 1980 and it's called Tennis. I love the cover of this. There's the band. And you can kind of see little different things. There's Chris. There he is again. Tennis. That's kind of a track about people ignoring what's really going on in the world or something like that. There's a video for it and the video is quite disturbing. Everybody with masks. And the lyrics are quite, you know, they're a bit disturbing. Sweet Kiss, that's only a bit of a throwaway one. Since I Don't See You Anymore, that's a very good one. Dancing Girls, No Work Today, Every Time I See You Smile. Kind of big piano ballad, really good. Forever and Ever, Good News, Friends, Across the Water, Distant Summers, Only With You. That's a kind of a bad boogie. Yeah, I like it because it's almost unlikable. Stick It, again, nice soulful ballad. Bit kind of like Billy Joel, I guess. There's Tennis. I think this one was recorded in Chipping Norton, great studio that's closed down. Yeah, I mean, he had a core band, but he also uses some session musicians. There's kind of almost different people playing on all the early albums. Again, Magnet label here. But yeah, entertaining, not bad. Album number 4 is from 1981. It's just called Chris Rea. I think the record company was going to drop him at this stage. He wasn't really selling. Yeah, Loving You. Again, this is the Rea sound, and a lot of the songs sound very familiar with his later stuff. But if you choose to go Guitar Street, Do You Still Dream? That's not bad. Kind of a Fleetwood Mac kind of vibe to that. Every Beat of My Heart. It's kind of a slow track. Goodbye Little Columbus. One Sweet Tender Touch. Do It For Your Love. I Just Want to Be With You. Run Away When You Know Your Love Has Died. Just produced by John Kelly and Chris Rea. Yeah, again, you know, it wouldn't be the most memorable of his albums. You know, there's even an inner in this one. Again, Magnet. And entertaining enough, but again, you know, not very memorable. Then along came Waterside in 1983. This has got some pretty strong material on it. Nothing's Happening by the Sea, Deep Water, Candles. Candles is a great track. Love, Strange Way. Love that track. Really nice Spanish guitar on that one. Texas, Let It Loose. Pretty poppy. I Can Hear Your Heartbeat. That was a big hit in Europe and UK. Midnight Blue, Hey You, Out of the Darkness. This was a big seller. Put him back on the map. And at times it sounds as if the songs are demos, and I think they were. There was a lot of drum machines and stuff like that on the album. But yeah, so it's a little bit below production values for the time, but it does the job. Album number, what album was this? Number 6, 1984. It's called Wire to the Moon. This has got a pretty strong collection. Production is quite good. Bombolini, that's a great track. Kind of slowly comes in, kind of almost jungle type music. Touche d'Amour, that was a hit single. That's great. Shine 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 is really nice. Wire to the Moon, good track. Reasons, I don't know what it is, but I love it. That's a great track. Good single. He made a terrible video for that, where he's meant to be a spaceman. Ace of Hearts, that's a standout on the album. Fantastic track. Holding Out and Winning. Yeah, this is produced by David Richards. He became Queen's producer around the last few albums they did. He used to work in Mountain Studios in Montreal. This one is pretty colourful. There you go. Nice labels on the LP. So yeah, this is a pretty good album. Pretty strong, and you know, there's still everybody that plays on this is usually guest musicians. The band just kept changing all the time. So 1985 sees the release of Shamrock Diaries. This was pretty popular at the time. It's a bit more mature, and he's got a fantastic band on this that were together for quite some time, playing live also. It's got Steel River on it, which is a fantastic track. Stainsby Girls, Chisel Hill, Josephine. Josephine is excellent, but there is a disco version of Josephine, a little bit more like Chic, that appeared on some CD versions, because it was such a big hit in Europe in 1987. The original album version is a little bit slower and a little bit softer. One Golden Rule, All Summer Long, Stone, Shamrock Diaries, another great track. Love Turns to Lies, Hired Gun. That's a long track. This was recorded in Chipping Norton in December 1984 and mixed at Mountain Studios, January 1985. Mountain Studios was bought by Queen, and the resident engineer David Richards worked there. As I said, he also worked on Queen's later albums. Yeah, so it's a great album, and you've got Max Middleton on keyboards, Kevin Leach also keyboards, Owen O'Neill bass, fantastic Irish bass player, plays with Moving Hearts, and also played with Christy Moore. Dave Maddox drums, Martin Ditcham percussion, Mel Collins saxophone, Rolling Stones, Dire Straits, Robert Awai and Simon Nicol, additional rhythm guitar. Robert Awai actually joined the band. I think he was from Trinidad. Yeah, so this is a good album, and certainly worth investigation. On the Beach, this was released in April 1986. Again, mature. On the Beach is on it. Little Blonde Plaits, Giverny, Lucky Day, Just Passing Through. It's All Gone, that's a great track. Hello Friend, Two Roads, Light of Hope, Auf immer und Uig, title track from the film of the same name. Again, produced by Rea and Dave Richards. This was a pretty big album at the time, in 1986. Again, you've got Max Middleton, Kevin Leach, Owen O'Neill, Dave Maddox, Adrian Rea drums, Martin Ditcham percussion, Robert Awahi guitars. Yeah, it's a good album. A little bit mellow, but still a good Chris Rea album. I think it's been remastered recently on CD, and it's got lots of extra tracks. 1987 sees the release of Dancing with Strangers. And this has got some pretty good tracks on it as well. Joys of Christmas, I Can't Dance to That. Windy Town, that's a great track. A bit like Dire Straits, Gonna Buy a Hat. Curse of the Traveller. Let's Dance. That was a big hit in the summer of 1987. Que Sera. Josie's Tune, Loving You Again. That's a great track. Pure Motown. Could be a Four Tops track. That Girl of Mine, September Blue. So here we have more or less the same core band again, like I've mentioned already. Some guest musicians as well. Jerry Donahue plays lead guitar on 3 or 4 tracks on this. The master of the Telecaster. He's excellent. So yeah, again Magnet. Magnet was bought out by Warner Brothers. That's Rea. That's with Warner Brothers from then on. This is called New Light Through All Windows. It's a greatest hits, best of, but every track has been re-recorded. I think live in the studio. So this is produced by Chris Rea and John Kelly, engineered by Justin Shirley Smith, and if you recognize that name, he also worked with Queen. This has got just re-recorded versions of classic tracks. There's 13 tracks in total on it. Let's Dance, Working on It, that's a new track that was released only on this. Ace of Hearts, Josephine, Candles on the Beach. Side 2, Fool If You Think It's Over, I Can Hear Your Heartbeat, Shamrock Diaries, Stainsby Girls, Windy Town. Driving Home for Christmas, that was a huge smash and still is, because they play it before Christmas every year. And Steel River, a little bit better than the Shamrock Diaries version. It's a bit more lively. This fantastic piano solos in the second half of the song. Yeah, some of the versions, Ace of Hearts doesn't have the same impact. There you go. Again, the core band of Max Middleton, Robert Awahi, Martin Ditcham, Owen O'Neill. Excellent live. I mean, they could play anything. Really, really good musicians. Love Owen O'Neill's bass playing. He's exceptional. Now, this was a huge success in 1989. The Road to Hell. Kind of a concept album about getting away from the humdrum and bottleneck of life, getting away from the drudgery. This has got the Road to Hell Part 1. Road to Hell Part 2, You Must Be Evil, Texas, Looking for a Rainbow, Your Warm and Tender Love, Daytona, That's What They Always Say, I Just Want to Be With You, Tell Me There's a Heaven. Produced by Chris Rea and John Kelly. This was a huge success, so he was more famous than ever back in 1989. And here you go. It's got its own label. Obviously he's signed to East West for this one, Warner. And finally, All Bearish. This is from 1991. Again, nice collection of mature songs. Cool painting on the cover. There's a video for Looking for the Summer, and that car is featured in it. This has got All Bearish on it. Gone Fishing, You're Not a Number, Heaven, and Set Me Free. Set Me Free is a great track with an orchestra. Really, really, really cool. Red Shoes, Sing a Song of Love to Me, Every Second Counts, Looking for the Summer, and You My Love, Dimension of Your Name. So produced by John Kelly. And yeah, Bearish is a good one. Let's go back and reinvestigate this. And there you go, the East-West generic logo. Yeah, so that's all I have, because you know what came after this is God's Great Banana Skin. I don't have that in vinyl. And then Espresso Logic came the year after, in 1993. I don't have that either. And then I think there was a soundtrack to La Passione. I don't have that. So I'm going to look out for those on vinyl, and yeah, I'd like to have them. But that's all I have, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you like the music of Chris Rea. Feel free to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Take care.